Looking Glass. The title represents how all of us interpret life through our own eyes, and in this case, our own art. My art only deals with happier moments and memories, which shows how I would like the world to be. In this way, my art is like looking through a looking glass, as it focuses on small moments that make up a bigger, happier picture.
Every reflective surface that I look at shows me something different. My handheld mirror tells me that my nose is slightly crooked from the time that someone elbowed me in the face. My computer monitor tells me that my face is gaunt because my brow bone protrudes too much. The window to the trunk of my mom's car tells me that I've been squashed like a character in Mario Kart that just got run over. Which reflection do I trust? The one that affirms my idea of what a person should look like, or the one that bends and warps my image? I'm not really sure. Maybe all of these images are me, just different fragments of myself.
Childhood is full of phases. Experiences where people or objects are woven together over time, leaving an imprint of them in your memory. The looking glass represents the process of becoming. Throughout my life, I didn't see the value of my upbringing or my culture, sometimes my family or friends. Identity develops from the influences around you, and it's crucial to appreciate them. My work depicts the process of retaining those moments by turning them into memorabilia. I choose to uplift significant things in my childhood. Throughout my youth, I've bent and twisted my identity to fit into my surroundings. Now I'm reaching the end of my adolescence and realize the importance of my history.
This is a much older piece than most of my other works in this show. It's based on the idea that your bed and your pillow is a place of comfort, and my treehouse was a comforting, exciting place as a kid.
Sometimes I pick up trash in a middle school gymnasium. There are a lot of water bottles that people don't finish drinking. Most of the time no one claims these lost water bottles, so I end up throwing them away because sometimes I wonder if there was a way to return these bottles to their original owners, and I think, what if these water bottles became fish and found a way to swim back to the person who first drank from them?
A common theme in my work is representing my neighborhood and where I grew up. Every year during the back-to-school season, I remember being very excited for school to come back in session, and I would be ecstatic to buy new things and to see my friends again.
This piece is a portrait of Ivzy Chavez. The patterning on the back of the blanket had similar patterns to some of her pieces at the time. I made these portraits into blankets as a representation of the warmth that people bring to friendships.
When I was 5 years old, my kindergarten teacher told us to draw and write about a time that we flied a kite. What if we've never flown a kite before? Then just pretend, my teacher explained. So I did. I said that I owned 10 kites that I'd flown with my cousins. Last school year, when we changed buildings, one of the things that stood out to me was this pattern of diamond-shaped holes on our lockers. Maybe it was because we were moving into a new space, but I imagined being a tiny person and living in those diamond-shaped holes, like a colony of bees.
This sculpture was an experiment in ceramic portraiture and was shaped and painted by hand. I wanted to bring a more lifelike aspect to some of my artwork and was inspired by marble busts that I had seen in museums. This piece is a loving portrait of my friend and fellow artist, Gabrielle.
This hair weaving is titled When I Believe I Could Still Be Beautiful. It represents how much importance I put into appearance as a child and how hair is seen as an extension of oneself. It becomes their identity.
This piece is from when I was lucky enough to tour parts of Greece with some of my fellow classmates. One of the intriguing parts of Greece was all the stray dogs and cats we found at temples and museums. We named most of the dogs we saw, but we didn't get around to naming this one, so I thought I would pay homage to the companion at Athena's temple.